Hello. I'm out of drink. I dropped my controller immediately. I haven't even done anything yet. I'm gonna say that bodes poorly for how this is going to go. Here's what I'm going to do. Because I'm pretty much looking at at a string of bosses which are going to fuck me up more than once, I'm going to alternate between attempts at different areas. I'm going to go fight Fume Knight. Then I'm going to warp over to the Iron Passage and see how much further I can get through there. Because there's a boss at the end of that. And the other boss is after Fume Knight, so it's just going to be alternating between those two for now. Maybe if I'm feeling like it, I'll just stick to trying to get through the Iron Passage and to the boss. At least clear out all the items in that area. I don't have focus, no wonder I can't do anything. I have to keep the Fume Knight away from that side. It's gonna take me a little while to get used to those patterns. I'm gonna go disregard everything I just said earlier. I'm gonna go to the Iron Passage and make some progress there. I want to at least see the boss at the end of there. And then, I don't know. It probably won't be nearly as hard as this boss. If I can just focus on that one, I will accept that as well. I have to get through there as well. I don't know exactly what the deal is with this. I don't remember this. All I know is if I pull this, it gets blasted with fire and I have to get down there. Okay, bad start. Bad continuation. I don't know how long that gate stays open for, but it can't be that long. I don't know the best way to get through there. Imagine having Dark Souls 2, not having the DLC for the third DLC, and summoning into that one area. By the time it takes me to kill all of those, it's already closed. And that was fairly quick as these things go. Oh well. I gotta say, when I was summoned, that was a hell of a lot easier to get through. You just wait by the gate. Why don't you come over here? Good. Oh, right, you. You're here. What I like to see. I wish I had a good answer for. This isn't it. But it works. Let's see. Suppose it couldn't hurt to dark weapon up again. This hasn't gone the way I'd hoped it would. Right, I've got you and you to deal with. There's a lot of stuff here. Just glad those arrows come fairly slowly. At the moment I come over here, you start causing me trouble as well. Ow. Let's just roll away, shall we? Let's find out. I don't even know how you're supposed to get the item up there. Probably from the other area. One past the gate. How are you even supposed to get there? Like that, I suppose. Oh, you can take a backstab, huh? Not with dark weapon. At all is surprising. I think this leads through to where we were before. Only interesting because I want this. I don't think they'll even follow me, probably. Oh, is there another one? I'd rather I didn't, Strider. Let's see, there's another way down in case you failed a timed thing. What have we got in here? That's a problem. If there's items, I'm gonna want the items. 1, 2. Doesn't seem like as many enemies, but certainly a couple. I guess I'll get the items first. I can always come back and run past later. Strider, why are you proposing these things? No, that's a terrible idea. You know it's a terrible idea. Maybe the drop down will be more favourable than the other one. Are there only 2 of those? I don't remember them at all, so... Okay, where am I? Oh. Okay, this is slightly better than I was at before. Wonder if those axe fellows can get up here. That Walk of Peace bugger can get stuffed. Oh, right, the lifts. My phone's doing things, gotta get distracted by it. Fair enough, messages, fair enough. I never changed my covenant back. This dark one is completely useless to me now. That's doable enough. Stop casting things. I don't even know what you're putting on me, but I'd rather not find out. They barely caught them. Not profound still. Is that the magic one? It's the magic one. I don't remember what that one's called. Profound still, perhaps? I probably got it. Okay, so I could drop down and get the item, or I can just try and go for it. I can always try and get that later. You gotta stop, Strider. What if they're listening? What will you have wrought? Ow. Ow. Fuck. I didn't get through the gate and the fire thing killed me. It's the worst of both worlds. Shouldn't have been in the middle for that second last one. I might have made it if I hadn't done that. At least it's quick to get back here. Can't say I especially appreciate how this area goes though. All you have to do is get caught by one of those and you're in trouble. You can barely see what's going on because of the fire. How did that not hit anyone? It's getting shorter and shorter, these runs. I don't think there's any way I could get through unnoticed. Doubt there's any combination of like a chameleon or anything that would fool the enemies. Even if they did, that fire's constantly going. I just know at the end of this I'm just gonna get murdered by the boss anyway. Oh. Oops. Seems like it's easier to dodge on the right side, or maybe it's exactly the same and I got psyched out. How did I do this the first 5 times? I did it again. Oh, come on. Do you really have to be sprinting the whole way? This is awfully precise. I don't care for this. It's close to just running through the downways anyway. Even just from a tactical perspective, having people entering at different points, you can see how this would be good for summoning there. I got no time for you after that rubbish. Something Walk of Peace, I think is what that one is. Maybe I should use that more often. Just need a nice wide open area to do it in. Here we go, number 2. And you reckon there's a third one, Peps? I don't like it. I don't remember what's past all of these. There's got to be some advantage, right? Other than getting through the area quickly. It's certainly safer than getting through the other places. I mean, safer in that either you die and you respawn quickly, or you don't waste a bunch of time killing things and then end up dying anyway. It might be easier, it might wind up being easier just to run through the other area anyway. I need to know. I have to finish with that, it takes all my stamina. Speaking of all my stamina. Jack. We're doing so poorly at it. And get killed by the fire. Like 5 enemies on the other side of the gate. And I ran away from the thing again. How about this? I'll do the second drop down. And got that item. No, I suppose it's the third drop down. Astrologist bottom. Regardless of what else happens, I want that item. Come on. Anyone else? Ow. How are those arrows so good at catching you? I suppose that's the thing at the end of the timed things, isn't it? Oh, fuck, I wasn't even watching you. So I'm going to keep going through the drop downs until I get all the items. And then once I've got all the items, then I'll do the thing. I don't know what the thing is. The second drop down is probably a lot easier than the last one. Or I'll see how viable sprinting through everything is, more likely. But I need to get through that second one at least once. I have to. Can't best me like this. Oh, that's very harsh about when it doesn't let you through. It was a full person's height and I couldn't roll under it. Why even have the gate lower that slowly? Why do you insist on doing that if you know it's going to get you killed? Second one. Gosh. There better be only two. How did every enemy hit me? Didn't dodge any one of them. Unfortunately, I do have to kill the astrologers because they seem to follow you fairly well. And the other thing will be killing me while I'm pulling the lever if I'm not careful. So I do have to fight those things. Just gotta sprint past these ones. You're not gonna cast your other magic? That's not the one I meant. And you know it. Never mind. That dashing attack really sucks. Have to buy more. That doesn't sound that good. And yet... Even look like there's anything up there. God damn, hate you, you garbage. You can't just throw things straight at me. It's considerably less than even you said there was. Frankly, I'm not inclined to care. I did it. I won. I did the thing. Oh. Where's my lightning resistance? That did bugger all. That turned me... You saw that. What do you call that? That's not supposed to be allowed to do that. I'm irate. I mean, it takes multiple runs to get them on. Please, just go. My dark weapon is. Now we'll see how running through the other areas goes. No. I want one proper attempt. Effigy, that's what I was doing. Or I will at least see how viable running through the other areas are. I changed the rules like 5 seconds after I started, Strider, don't be like that. Fine, I want to do this again, and I'm the one running the stream. I can do it if I want. Okay, it seems so far like this takes some fancy dodging, but is doable. Tranquil walk of peace. Yeah. fucked though. That worked alright. Just think, we could have been doing that the whole time, but I was insistent. I might have to remember what to do. Is this boss really just like a harder version of the same thing? That was a proper attempt. I could actually use... I didn't have to heal when I was there. Use my magic. It still sucked. Not gonna lie. Fine, fine, okay, yes, alright. I will go back to Fume Night and get murdered. I'm thinking maybe not one attempt each, so I don't have to keep going through that warp loading screen. Let's say 3 attempts each, and then swap. Do I still have the binding ring on? Now's not a good time to check. I do still have a binding ring. Is there anything I can do to improve this? Fortunately, I can't really do anything about my equip load unless I just straight up stop wearing armor, which I'd rather not. Raises maximum HP wouldn't be useless, but can I get better? I don't even know what damage type this guy's buffed up sword is. I mean, I probably am, but that feels like cheating. If it absolutely comes to it, maybe. But it'll take me a while to get pushed to that point. Increases physical attack. I still don't have the dark clutch ring. I don't remember what they do anyway. Reduces physical defense, increases attack. Okay. Oops. Lens effects. Spells. Lower equip load increases attack. Mine's not nearly low enough to make any use of that, I think. Strength and dexterity, not really. No. Counterattack some damage is taken. I'll take a lot of damage, but it'll be in very short bursts, so I don't think that'll... Why'd my camera just move? I don't think anything here is going to be a real game changer. I've just got to do the thing. I do like those free hits. I'll always take those. I'm never ready for that quick attack. Or that one, apparently. Or that one. One. I don't know if I trust myself to keep count. Heads up. See, short of going straight over to the other DLC, I don't think there's any other bosses I can really be fighting at the moment. Apart from the final bosses of base game, but I want to leave those to last. For protocol's sake. I'm worried about losing any souls. There's a slight delay on that stab. It keeps catching me. Don't have a good excuse for that one. Feel like I should have been rolling through that. I got to his buff form once. Oh god, I've only gotten to it once so far, haven't I? That bodes poorly. Well, he should. I wasn't ready for a big swing there. That's really what this boss is all about, isn't it? He's got two possible attacks. God, I don't have that healed a lot. I've got to make sure you don't go anywhere near over there. 3. Yeah, that's his whole thing, isn't it? Either he's doing a small quick attack or a big slow one. And usually if you're trying to dodge the fast one, you'll get hit by the slow one. I'm going to say these runs only count if I actually make it to the boss. It's not a problem with Fume, but it might be here. I could see myself getting caught more than once. Piece and shove it. You can get stuff too. Look at them, they're all casting it. Every single one. Means I have to limp past that big fella. Delay on that one. Delay. Felt bad about that. That wasn't a swing. I recall I didn't have a whole lot of luck with the other Smelter demon either. knew that was coming, but I didn't know when. Damn it. I knew the stream was going to be frustrating. Going into it. God, even once I killed Fume Knight, the other boss wasn't exactly a cakewalk either. What is my soul memory? 2.9 million. I don't remember that one being quite so bad. Maybe that's my memory failing me, but that's what I remember. It felt good. Here's number 2. Got some faster moves than the other one did. One of those swings had quite a bit of tracking on it. It didn't go well for me. Maybe I need to put a death counter on stream. That'd be fun and not at all frustrating, right? How did you shoot me so quickly? Oh, just get out of my pants. Piece of garbage. I could always pull up that Crypt of the Necrodancer music again, maybe that would help. There are NPCs that I can summon if the need arises. Let's just want to fight these bosses again. Oh, no! God damn it! You haven't done that any other time I've jumped down. Why'd you do it then? God, I don't know how well an NPC would even get through this area. Would I trust them to path through all on their own? Without taking exorbitant amounts of damage? No, I fucking can't. Arrows. Bad. No. I could try and go for that approach. depending on how long this bugger takes, it might be easier in the long run. Downward Slam has some timing on it. Let's face it, I've done more damage to Fume Knight than I have to this bugger so far. He's got 3 forms and I haven't seen 2 of them. I should have an effigy on my bar. I'll probably need him nowadays. On the edge. Do you think this fight will go above or below Artorias? He's not that different, really. Even aesthetically. Artorias is a bit more nimble. Already? This feels early. Oh, it didn't. Fuck. Okay. You ready on that on the back? I got his life a lot lower before he did that last time. Don't worry, it'll be gone by the next time. I'm gonna have to get used to that one. I got greedy. Wouldn't you? It's got more than a roll's radius on it. It seems harsh. I think I always had more trouble with that move than the super slow sweep. I realise I have not successfully dodged... I did successfully dodge the super slow sweep at one, but I normally don't. They're both bad. You don't want either of them. just miss? How the hell did that miss? Okay. That's 3. Look, I'll much sooner summon for the snowman. That's not what they're called. What name am I thinking? I've forgotten the other boss's name completely. I'll much sooner summon for the snowman than Fume. What if I do just start killing everything? Problem is, I don't even have a good way to kill the things that are up on the rise. But at least if I get these things down, then that would make running through simpler. Could be a long one. Could be a long one. The snowman is what my brain decided that the Smelter thing was called. Why is beyond me. If you want to come all the way down here, I will happily stab you. I do wonder if the old Leo ring is actually worth using. The counter damage is only for thrust attacks. But the only thrust attack I even do is that single stab. Granted, it is the only one I have time for half of the time, so... I don't know. It's just, if I do decide to use that second move, it's not there's no advantage to that. Or to the roll slash. I'm just gonna leave. Let's face it, if that enemy is the only thing that's still spawning at the end of all of this, then I'll still be in a pretty good position given how little that thing does. I'd like Tranquil Walk these to be gone. It's not my highest priority. Maybe it should be. I'd rather the bow was gone, but I'm not running through that thing every time just to try and get it to stop spawning. Why can't there be like a Lloyd's Talisman that just banishes an enemy and it never spawns again? And you can use it on bosses to skip bosses. Where's that astrologist even come from? Why aren't you backstabbing? Could you please just do the thing? What are you firing at? Spend a little time here, get things to stop spawning, and then everything will be fine and I'll beat the Smelter team in first go. I don't know why I thought I'd be able to stab that out of the air. Wasn't true. I'd spend a bunch of souls and kill everything with one climax. Which is like the strongest version of Resonant Soul. I don't actually know if it does that much damage, but it absorbs a bunch of souls, so you pretty well hope. How does the astrologist even know I'm here? That's definitely a sunlight spear rather than a lightning spear. Very rich colour. I like when that one's easy enough to kill. How did that hit me? Come on. Wall hacking piece of garbage. I just wanted to backstab. That's so much to ask. Astrologist's probably going to be the first thing that stops spawning because I kept killing that thing. If it is the one that comes through from the area past the gate. I wonder who the NPC summons in this area are anyway. I think Aged Smelter is going to get quite a penalty on the old rankings thanks to this run through. Oh, is the astrologist already dead? Ow. Haven't shown up, so I can only assume so. I knew what was going to happen. Why did I do it? I knew exactly that as that. I'm going back to the Fume night. I think whatever the hell I've just done there counts as 3 runs, right? Just keep it mixed up. Mix some different experiences in here so I'm not doing the same thing over and over again. Instead I'm doing 2 things over and over again. Right. I want to keep wasting the healing items. It's because I don't have the foresight to pop an effigy fast. Here we go. I'm not healing. I know what you're doing. I'm gonna take that old Leo thing off. That swing goes fast. It's trying to say something about Fume Knight being a Win-esque, because I can sort of see it in that slash. That one slash. Win had a very fast flaming sword slash as well. What can I replace the Leo ring with? Physical damage to actually do. Not as much as dark. But I don't have an item for that, so... Poise is probably not going to help me in either direction. I mean, I could try being fancy with a red tearstone ring, but I don't think it'll go well for me. I have no idea, Pebs. Probably. I don't really have much of particular use here otherwise. I'll try a Ring of Blades one. It probably won't make much difference, but maybe it'll help. Old Leo ring be more useful? I don't know. I really don't. I've forgotten if this is number 1 or number 2. Number 2 or number 3 rather. Probably a good way to get used to the second phase. I want to wear this silly helm. I'm giving myself the benefit of the doubt that I haven't already done this 3 times. I've already lost count. Let's say this is number 2. Good of me to just lose everything I had going for me on knowing that pattern. I saw it coming and I still didn't roll. I did roll that time, and it didn't help. So number 3. It's true, Don, he does. It's quite rude in that regard. Well, let's go back to the grind. I apologise if this is tedious viewing, but that's just the point we're up to, I'm afraid. I don't remember the first bosses of the next DLC being nearly as rough as these ones. I don't know why I was looking at that lever. Force of habit, I guess. Buggers with their fake shield up attacks. Bullshit. I like the frigid outskirts. Is it going to... am I going to like it by the end? Probably not. That's for us to find out, isn't it? We'll see where those two get ranked. God, you're a piece of garbage. You just sit up there shooting arrows at me, being a real pain in the ass. I need you dead. How are you not dead? Come on, work with me here. I'm not even gonna bother. I don't have to kill anything else. Oh, but I should take the appropriate precautions when I actually get into the fight. Please don't hit me with lightning. Oh, god damn it. Stroll will just keep unmagicking me. I only have 7 Estus left. Did I forget to heal up with the... Is that just how much I've used? God. I need to figure out what I'm doing here. Magic first or healing first? Healing first. Why are you getting angry already? I haven't even hit you. I didn't know you could get angry without me hitting you. You are going lower than the other Smelter demon. And that's saying something, giving the goddamn run to the first Smelter demon. Uh-huh. That lightning attack's kind of a pain. I do like the free backstab on that one half the time. If only the backstab on you was as free. It I know you're down here to tempt me, but I won't fall for it. Why do I hear more movement? I don't. They demagicked me again. So Fume doesn't like healing. I feel like this one likes it even less. $2.9 million. Need my magic. I wish I didn't have to get to that point to do it. We'll take it. You haven't fought these bosses in a while, Pebs. Do you think you'll be faring much better than I will be? And I have been, rather. Oh, the pain. It's not pleasant. Don't care for it. Why don't I dark weapon up? It's not like I get any off when I'm down there. With the boss. The fuck? What? See that halberd rotate just then? Weird. It's like the weapon moved as part of the animation, and the animation didn't happen, but the weapon's animation did. But also it was still attached to its hand. That's my analysis. I know video games. I had the backstab. Why are you being jerks, man? Is it just me, or am I taking more damage all of a sudden? I mean, I'm definitely taking more damage, but like more than I'm supposed to be, more than I have been. I want that bugger to stop poking me with that pointed stick. I optimistically opened up my rankings spreadsheet. Don't really like our odds of seeing it any time this stream though. Wasn't worth it. That was backstab animation. I didn't have backstab. Let me check my phone briefly. It's going off at me. Okay. Something of a flow there, but it's gonna stop the moment you shoot me in the back while I'm trying to backstab this buddy. Oh, sorry, shoot me in the chest. Even better. Don't shoot me again. I don't like it now. What if I casted magic weapon now? What are you doing? Might be a little more optimistic than it's worth, but hopefully everything will be fine. There we go. I can never dodge that. And I fucked up and tried to heal immediately afterwards. Gaps are not that long. That was probably 3. Back to Fume night. I feel bad that I'm doing better against Fume night than Smelter. But that's not to say I'm doing any bad. Nearly good enough against Fume night either. I'm not. Wearing the same hat I was for a while. I can always see the mistake just slightly too late. In hindsight, it was obvious that was going to happen. What's Fume Night weak to? What's Smelter Demon weak to? These are things I could probably look up ahead of time, or even right now. I mean, I don't think it'll help me. I'm using Dark. You never know. I might be able to adapt. You gotta stop. It was a bold move and it didn't pay off. I really thought that he was gonna go straight for the power up. I really honestly believed that. And now I'm dead. I've lost count again, so this is probably... This is number 3, whichever number it actually is. A wiser person would be able to tell just by looking at how small my health bar is. Why are you under the ground anyway? Ooh. Okay, wide sweep on that one. It's a big sword, that's fair enough. I can line that up properly. Doesn't seem like a bad move to use. Oh god, dark weapon ran out. I'm surprised that happened. Surprised that hasn't happened more often. Guess I just don't last that long. I shouldn't have gone for that second swing. I think I've got a little bit in me before I start summoning yet. I feel like I've barely scratched the surface of this goddamn boss, so... I wonder why. I don't know why this helmet bug is giving me so much trouble these days. I know, Pebs, I know. I'm gonna look at what NPCs are in that room. Not to slight Babs, I haven't had to summon another human player so far, and I'm trying to avoid that day coming. Steel-willed lorry. Drifter swordsman. I know some of the summons in Scholar of the First Sin are basically useless according to the wiki. I don't remember who they are, so I'm gonna summon you. How does this keep happening? I didn't even get to see how useless the NPC was. There's only one, well, two if you count the one that I get a free backstab on. Two of these halberd buggers along the way. My problem is that it's the very first goddamn enemy that I keep dying to. Some more of those and I'm home free, right? I always want to do a move that smooth to this one. There's axe buggers sitting here. It never works that well. I never get a backstab. Why do you make it so difficult? How many times have I died this stream? Must be a few. I suppose those timed things would probably also be a lot easier if you took the time to kill all of the enemies running through it. Then it'd be a cinch. But also, I'm wasting my time. I'll waste my time like this instead. When's going off again? It's probably Discord this time. Is it Pebs? Who can say? Pebs knows how to get in touch with me. Your goddamn lightning bolts that like sharp turns in midair. It's bullshit. Fired that arrow faster than they normally do. This run has been a colossal mistake. It can take it. Okay, we're already seeing some progress. Already being quite a subjective term in that. How were they so much of a pain with the arrows? It's not even possible. Well, I'll just leave then. I like how the arrow still disappears if it hits me while I'm rolling. The implication is that I've dodged it, but the arrow's gone. And it does that thrust, that's pretty good because it's useless. It doesn't actually seem to follow me. So maybe I've got time to wait. Pick up. Heal. I mean, maybe not heal, because this bugger's still being a pain. I don't kill you. Is that what you really want? I swear to Christ. Isn't something I have a habit of doing. Fire another arrow so quickly? What are you doing? I've always gone with Nova, but that's just because that's what Diablo 2 called them. What do you call those? Write in the comments. It's me, I turn into a YouTuber out of depression. Frustration. That's how it happens. You'd be dead. Why can't you die in 2 hits like everyone else does? Why can I never backstab you? Ever. Your back's not where your back is it? I have no interest in killing that thing for that anymore. Well, let's hope you don't follow me all the way. Slowly starting to get a feel for what moves. Not fast enough. Back to Fume night. I can only take enough of that running through those corridors at once. Alright. Let's discuss terms, Pebs. Firstly, which boss? Secondly, no. I would sooner do it for the... Why do I want to keep calling it... Why did I... I've got my bosses mixed up now. I want to beat Fume with my own power. I know I can do it. Is it going to be good Twitch viewing? No, probably not. The Smelter team and maybe. Mostly because that run is not worth it. This one, it's just attempt after attempt. I could do this all day. Oh goddamn, I forgot to move through again. How dare you not be enraptured by every moment of this time? I mean, what were you expecting? For ranking purposes, yes, but there's a matter of honor as far as I'm concerned with this bugger. Okay, don't attack this one. This is heavily purported to be the hardest boss in Dark Souls 2, and one of the hardest in the series. I want the glory of killing this thing by my dang self. Why do I keep choosing to do that? A bad move. For me, now, here, in these circumstances. Maybe I could mix it up by wearing Velstad's helm and just fighting the second version. Getting murdered by that constantly. That seems like a bad way to go. People banging around in this. What was it doing? Darklight. I think there's any fancy spells I could be using that would be making this measurably easier. I should stammered it up. Stammered is not a word. Come over here. That move. I'm having more trouble with that move than the big ones. Pebs, I'm not summoning. You haven't missed that, right? You sticks mostly to the fancy moves, that when he does the not fancy moves, I'm not ready for them. If you want to try and invade me, go ahead. It would mix things up nicely. I tell you what, if I see a dragon remnant sign, it's because I'm not human. And I keep using my effigies in here, so I'm never a human out there. No, you can't tell. As soon as I go through the fog gate, invaders disappear. If someone happened to put down a dragon sign for a duel, I would do that. I probably shouldn't have used Dark Weapon and then wasted a bunch of its duration. That's my problem. Why is he called Fume Knight? Better to dodge to the right on that one. Are you invading me or summoning? I don't want to summon, I want to... Give me a second. Would I be going? This one, I suppose. Take a break by going to take a break by going to the shopkeep. Why do I have the icon that shows up when you burn an effigy or beat a boss? Doesn't that prevent invasions and summons? Or is that just invasions? I don't know why I've got it at all. I don't think I did anything to justify it.
Is that a petrified egg?
Weird egg.
From the shrine.
Queen.
Fantastic.
Love that accent. I really do.
Might you give it to me? I'm fascinated by it. I'm begging you. Very kind of you. This thing is amazing. Could it be a dragon egg? Oh, I feel invigorated just by holding it.
Holding it?
What?
That's amusing. Can I incense anything actually? Lower some requirements. What spells can't I spell? Cast. Affinity might be useful, but I don't know that it'll do that much damage. Besides, I'm barely using the offensive spells I've got at the moment. I think Repel is the... I don't know that I've actually got it. There's one that can basically dodge attacks, but dodging's for anyway. Let's see, Climax is the super powerful Resonant Soul one, or assume it's super powerful, you goddamn hope so. I think it sucks up like 20,000 souls or something every time you use it, maybe 10,000. Oh, we can use Recollection. I don't actually know what that is. Multiple dark orbs at home. Sound terrible, oops. Profound Still is the one that stops spell casting. That's the one they keep using at me. I've got to stop pressing that button. Twisted Barricade, just deflect spells, Dark Greatsword. Kinda want Dark Greatsword, but I don't think I have enough spice for it. I could lower the requirements down to like 40. I've still only got 30. I don't think I'll be using Dark Greatsword anytime soon. Spice or no spice? Yeah, no, I'm not.
Very well.
I'm gonna stop talking to you. I would be willing to concede to a smelter run, Pebs. I'd still prefer to do it with an NPC, but I will concede. Also, I'm slowly running out of effigies, and I don't remember where you can get them reliably. Someone's got to sell them, right? I assume I should be looking somewhere around here, but... Okay. I am trying Dark Message. I think this boss is supposed to be fairly weak to Dark, but... you're still gonna not get killed. Assume I am online. I got invaded at one point, didn't I? Probably check. No idea where it is. I guess that's not just an option. Well, too late. Going with an NPC. Feel free to help the NP. Feel free to help whoever summoned you, and we'll meet up with you on the other side. Summonado? Oh, damn it. I love it when I don't have to be worrying about those arrows constantly. How come you're suddenly swinging rather than thrusting? Lucky the NPCs can take a beating. That's the problem. Every time I do this, it makes them a little too easy. I shouldn't be able to get off a swing like that. Just walk over here and ping them. think I said this last time, but I'm pretty sure that's the same sound as Artorius beefing. So it's probably better that I end it sooner rather than later. I'll see if I can get Pebs this time. That's not Pebs. I don't remember if Pebs was called Pebs, but he's not called that. Appreciate that these cuffs also give me nice soft nails. Because I'm pretty sure that disappears if you change. Yeah. Slap some falses on. I can keep this up all day. What if I do this? Oh wait, I don't actually own the name ring, do I? Oh, never mind. My plan, not going to work. I'm gonna wait for Pebs' word whether I should move on or not. I'm sure you did. It probably would be. Seen the same ghost like 3 times. Might be someone else hanging around here. Maybe that was the person who summoned Pebs. Right, I remember your goddamn loadout. No wonder you had it so easy. This is Pebs for the record. Let's do the thing. Gonna keep killing these things out of a precaution. Stop it, piece of garbage. I'll be down here if you need me. Those arrows are really goddamn annoying. It's gonna be me, Strider. Look at this shield and bugger. At least it's easy to read when that's gonna happen. He doesn't do anything on that one, but he does pretty much become invulnerable anyway. Not completely, but takes a lot less damage. Ow. Didn't even stagger me, but it hurt. Is the problem. Either boss health scales up or player damage scales down. I don't remember which. It is. I've almost been at this for 2 hours, so I'm going to wrap this up. 3 more attempts at Fume Night. And then we'll see if I've made any progress this entire stream. I apologise for bailing, Pebs, but I haven't got enough more time anyway. They won't have time to invade. It takes 10 seconds to get over here. And I can walk through the boss door regardless of whether they're here or not. Don't you do me like this. Getting damage in now, but I need the life. Two more. I feel like I was dodging reasonably well for most of that. I just thought I could get a heal in there and I could not. That's why I don't want to summon for this one. I'm on the cusp. I just need to hold out a little better. really don't, Pebs. So I've struggled with that one. It comes out very quickly. And often I don't have the stamina to deal with it. I need to get back into the flow. That is not getting back into the flow. Quite the opposite. That's the opposite of getting into the flow, getting murdered. Why did I think you were going to do an overhead move? You're not buffing up yet? Have you considered it? Because I need my duck back. One more. One more. I've really got to get that combo down. Because I've gotten hit by it every time. Pretty rarely I can get one of those off. Mostly safe. I'm not falling for it. No, that's not what I wanted to... very light touch. Stream's over. Bye everyone. Until next time.